It's noon already. Are they delivering this package? How are they shipping it? It's finally here. The Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro, and they've really got to come up with a different name for this. We'll just go with Pocket 6K Pro, like everyone says. This thing's arrived in the mail with a bunch of other equipment I've gotten for some other projects coming up, and I have been waiting a few hours now to open this since it came in because I wanted to film an unboxing video, which I don't normally do, but I had all this equipment and this is a brand new camera and I'm sure some people were interested, and I know some other people have done these videos, but just for everyone that watches my channel, wanted to show off what's in the box and just kind of talk through some of my initial impressions from holding this camera for the first time. So let's get into this. All right. Sweet. Another DaVinci Resolve 17 Studio. Which cool, they're actually using activation cards now instead of the SD cards that they send. Little welcome booklet that has some instruction manuals. Blackmagic design sticker. Power cable, per usual. The adapters for the power cable with international adapters. And I don't know, this one's funny because I don't know where my other ones went for my Pocket 4Ks, but the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera strap, which you know everyone uses, you see it on all the videos, everyone's using these camera straps on these cameras. Come to think of it, I've never seen anyone have a camera strap on a Blackmagic camera. And honestly, if I did see it, I would probably think that it's their first camera they ever owned. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just keep moving. All right, for the big reveal. Dang, this thing is massive. You know, looking at this thing when I was watching the live stream for this release, it did not look this big. This thing is way bigger than I thought it would be. This probably is about the size of my or the weight of what my Pocket 4K rig would be fully built. So this is gonna be interesting when I fully deck this out, get a cage for it to see kind of how I can gear it out. There's something I'm going to be doing a video on here soon that that's going to deal with the weight of some of these camera rigs that I'm getting into, especially for some more of my commercial projects that I'm doing that I just don't want to kill my back anymore. So I'm hoping it works pretty well with this, and we'll get into that later. But first impressions, it's a big camera. I mean, I'm trying to think what would be a comparison. This almost feels like the size of those the Canon's flagship DSLR cameras, nice, big and bulky. I like it so far. You got your, of course you can see your ND filters in here, which is gonna be awesome. Actually, one thing I forgot to mention that was in the box was these new batteries. So let's see maybe if this has a little bit of a charge for me. Hopefully it does. Sweet, yeah. See the new thing, and then you can hear those internal NDs switching. Oh, it's gonna be so cool to be able to use that and not have to worry about filters on the front of my lens, unless of course we use some other types. But first impressions, love it. One of the things too that I think was underrated about this that a lot of people don't talk about was having the dual channel XLR inputs. Having stereo option with these is great, especially with my kind of work when it's on the go and it's travel oriented. I don't always love having to set up extra audio gear on top of the camera gear, so sometimes it's nice to just have it built into the rig, ready to go when I get there. So So yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to use that. And one thing I'm interested in too is seeing if maybe this 3.5mm can be used to record at the same time. I don't know if they have 3 channels. I doubt it, but it's something I definitely want to look into. Other than that, I got a new Sigma lens to try out on this that I'll be doing a video on as well. So interested to feel the difference between going from a micro four thirds to this 35mm super sensor to see just how much of a difference it makes. And one thing I did note is that it does not come pre-installed with that new 7.3 Blackmagic camera update. So I'm gonna have to go change that to hopefully avoid the blue tint that I guess everyone's been talking about with these cameras. Other than that, I will be doing some more videos on these cameras, just like I did for the Pocket 4K cameras, going through settings and how to use them correctly, expose them properly, and even getting into some of the more detailed parts of this camera specifically. So that'll be coming in the next weeks and months, and I also have some other videos I will be doing on some other cameras too that we'll be unboxing here soon. Next, I will probably be doing a review on the footage, the way I like it handling, and some of the things that I've found about it in a couple weeks. I'm actually going to be going to Alaska here soon, to the middle of nowhere, to drive the Dalton Highway out in the middle of nowhere. And we're gonna be going by things like the Gates of the Arctic National Park, which is one of the least visited parks in the United States, and it's just wide open. So I'll really get to test this out there, and hopefully we'll see some polar bears. That would be really cool. You can catch that video coming out here soon, our whole trip and journey and the story behind that, and then probably some camera tutorial related video content as well. But that's it for this video. If you had anything that you think I didn't say about this camera or should have, or don't like the way I unboxed it, let me know in the comments. Until next time, this is John Owens with Frame Voyager.